Mike Hughes here, reporting for Dive News Network. I'm here in Baja Sur, and I'm here with Oscar. You're going to tell me a little bit about some fantastic dive sites.
Excellent. Well, welcome to our destination.
Okay.
Baja South is very privileged because it's located between two oceans, the Pacific Oceans and the Sea of Cortez. We are very fortunate to have different islands on the Sea of Cortez. You may recall that the Sea of Cortez was named the aquarium of the world by the world-famous explorer Jacques Cousteau.
Jacques Cousteau, it rings a bell, but you know.
It rings kind of the bell, probably some of you know it. We arrived from the south to the north, arriving to Cabo San Lucas, which we have international airport. In this area, you can see from the Sea of Cortez and from the Pacific side, from sea turtles, humpback whales in the winter, gray whales, and another migration from cold water to warm water. Then we go to the capital of the state, which is La Paz. Right here is very famous for diving for whale sharks, exactly, which is between November to April. We have the famous sea.
They have a calendar and a time cap.
Oh, they are on the spot. And then we have also the crown of the jewel of the crown, which is Espiritu Santo Island, very famous for diving with the sea lions colony. More than 300 sea lions that they are very playful and very useful for.
Okay,
for the
diving. What would it see if we look at the close-up here?
And if we look at the close-up, right here you cross around the channel and then you find this beautiful island. It's Espiritu Santo Island, where you can find from hammerheads, sea turtles, the sea lion colony, which is fantastic to dive for. A lot of mobulas. On the winter time, we have hundreds and hundreds of mobulas surrounding this area, so you can be diving with a big school of mobulas at any time.
So you really have to dive these islands a couple of times a year in order to see all the wildlife that's around them. Because it always changes and stuff.
Just imagine that we have on the Sea of Cortez more than close to 1,000 islands and little rock formations about on the Sea of Cortez. And actually, the Sea of Cortez is the youngest ocean in the world.
Okay, and young, you mean just a couple million years old, huh?
Exactly, yeah. No, it's between 60 to 100 million years old. That's pretty young in consideration with the rest of the Pacific Ocean.
Right.
So it's a very healthy ocean, very diverse, and very rich for the type of currents that they have.
Now, what's your favorite place in that area to dive?
In this area, my favorite place will be Cabo Pulmo.
And why is that?
Because it's a very fantastic story about conservation.
Okay.
This place which used to be a small fishing villa. In the early 80s, the fishermen started going farther and farther to catch the fish.
Right.
Then some Americans arrive and they say, please take me to those places, but don't fish. I will pay you just to take a look of it. They were very surprised, and then little by little, they didn't understand how come they're going to get paid without fishing.
Right.
And then by the time they stop and take off the nets and the fishing, right now we have biomass increasing of 700% in that area.
There you go. That's the key
and
to it all.
That is a very nice, successful example of how conservation can work in any other places as well.
It's a warm tropical story.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time. Also, if they want more information about La Paz and the diving around there, they would go to?
They can go to www.caboexpeditions.com.mx, www.visitbajacaliforniasur.com.mx.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.